Have you ever sat alone on a Friday night, wondering if the person you have prayed for actually exists? You look around at friends who seem to have found their match, while you are left holding a quiet heart. It is easy to feel forgotten when the silence in your life feels louder than the promises you have heard. But what if I told you that silence is actually a workshop where the creator of the universe is working? Right now, while you are breathing, learning, and perhaps even crying, God is active in ways you cannot see. He is not just checking a box on a timeline. He is weaving two separate stories into one masterpiece. Your future spouse is not a lost package in the mail. They are a living soul currently being refined. We often view the weight as a desert, a dry place where nothing grows, and hope eventually goes to die. But what if the weight was never about your unworthiness or a lack of favor from your Heavenly Father? Maybe the delay is actually a divine protection, keeping you from a version of love that would break you. Think about the version of yourself from 5 years ago and ask if that person was ready for forever. You have grown through storms you thought would sink you, and those lessons have become the foundation of your character. God is teaching you how to be whole on your own, so you do not look for a spouse to save you. He wants you to find your identity in His love first, because human love can never fill a God-sized hole. When you finally meet the one, you will realize why every other door had to stay locked and bolted shut. While God is working on your heart, He is doing the exact same thing in the heart of another person. Somewhere out there, your future spouse is walking through their own sets of challenges and learning their own hard lessons. They might be learning how to be a person of integrity, how to lead with kindness, or how to pray. God is teaching them how to love someone just like you, with all your beautiful complexities and your unique history. There are nights when they feel just as lonely as you do, staring at the stars and asking the same questions. They are being prepared to be the partner you need, the one who will stay when the world gets loud. God is building their strength and their patience so they can carry the weight of a lifelong commitment with you. Sometimes the preparation involves healing from past wounds that neither of you is even aware of carrying right now. God is a gentle surgeon, removing the bitterness of old heartbreaks, so you can love with a clean, open heart. If He brought you together today, you might unintentionally bleed on each other because the healing was not finished. What if God is delaying the meeting because there is still a beautiful transformation happening in your future spouse? Trust that the architect knows exactly when the structure is strong enough to hold the weight of a shared life. You are not just waiting for a wedding day. You are waiting for a partner who can walk through fire. Every prayer you whisper into the dark is heard, and every tear you shed is noticed by the one who loves. Marriage is more than just companionship. It is a sacred assignment to help another person become more like their Creator. God is shaping you both into people who can handle that high calling with grace, humility, and steady endurance. Do not rush the process of becoming the person your future spouse is currently praying to finally find one day. Why would you want a love that is ready right now if it meant missing out on a love that lasts? It is okay to be frustrated, and it is okay to tell God that your heart feels heavy and tired. He is big enough to handle your questions and your honesty, and He meets you in the middle of your longing. Peace does not come from knowing the date on the calendar. It comes from knowing the heart of the planner. He knows the street they live on, the dreams they carry, and the fears they are currently learning to overcome. He is orchestrating a series of events that will eventually lead your paths to cross at the perfect ordained moment. You cannot force a flower to bloom before its time, and you cannot force a divine union into existence. Can you trust that the God who moves mountains is also capable of moving two hearts toward each other? Use this season to become the best version of yourself, not for a spouse, but for your own divine purpose. Dive deep into your passions, serve those around you, and learn to hear the gentle whisper of the Spirit. A person who is full of light will naturally attract someone who is also walking toward the light of truth. Imagine the moment when you look into their eyes and realize that every delay was actually a hidden, precious gift. You will see the fruit of the preparation in the way they speak, the way they listen, and how they love. All the nights of wondering will fade into the background as you realize God was never late, only early. What if the person you are searching for is also searching for the person you are currently becoming today? Be encouraged, because the Creator of love itself is the one who is writing your unique and beautiful story. He has not forgotten the desires of your heart, for He was the one who placed them there originally. Hold on to hope with both hands, and let the peace of God guard your heart while you wait patiently. You are being prepared for someone special, and they are being prepared for you in ways you cannot imagine. Trust the timing, trust the process, and most importantly, trust the Father who loves you more than words can say. Your story is not over. It is simply in a beautiful chapter of growth that precedes a glorious new beginning. Rest in the knowledge that your future is secure in the hands of the one who holds the stars. Sometimes the most beautiful things take the longest to grow, much like a giant oak tree compared to a weed. Your marriage is meant to be a legacy, something that stands the test of time and points others back to hope. This is why God is taking His time with the details, ensuring every corner of your foundation is solid and strong. Do not look at your single season as a sentence, but rather as a sacred time of preparation and deep prayer. One day you will share these stories of waiting together, and you will both marvel at how perfectly it happened. Keep your head up, keep your heart open, and keep walking forward with the confidence that you are deeply seen.